KMTV Action 3 News Weekend starts now.
Of life or death, and a decision is coming down to Nebraska voters. The death penalty debate heats up as we wind down towards Election Day. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nick Starling. The group wanting to keep the death penalty in Nebraska releases a new poll showing Nebraskans support keeping the death penalty by a 2-to-1 margin. Those against that effort say the poll is skewed.
It's an important decision you'll help decide on November 8th to have the death penalty in Nebraska or not. Last year, the legislature passed LB 268 to repeal the death penalty. After that, enough signatures were gathered to temporarily stop the legislature's decision and wait until election time and let voters decide. The group Repeal the Repeal to reinstate capital punishment released this poll of 600 likely Nebraska voters, taken earlier this month, showing Nebraskans overwhelmingly support keeping the death penalty. They asked the question, if the election was held today, would you vote to retain or repeal LB 268? That is, eliminate the death penalty by voting to retain LB 268 or keep the death penalty by voting to repeal LB 268. The findings show over 24% would keep the death penalty out, about 48% wanting to reinstate the death penalty, with over 11% undecided. But the group Retain a Just Nebraska against the death penalty say there's more that meets the eye.
Frankly, it's a flawed poll.
They say this poll isn't an accurate measurement on how Nebraskans view the death penalty.
Really misleads Nebraskans into thinking that there's no other option than getting rid of the death penalty.
The group thinks if it were worded, replace the death penalty for life in prison without parole, the answers would be different.
It's not as black and white as a poll question to say, do you favor the death penalty or not?
Tomorrow morning, the group Retain a Just Nebraska will hold a news conference to rally supporters on their side with Omaha economist Ernie Goss to go over the economic benefits without a death penalty. There hasn't been an execution in Nebraska since 1997.
Now, your Weather Alert First Forecast.
We are on a run of very, very comfortable weather over the past couple of days, and today was no different. We managed to make it into the mid to upper 80s across the area, and presently, as we take a look at some of the neighborhoods around the metro, we are in the 70s. Very pleasant nights, no wind out there to speak of. 74 degrees at Autumn Grove, 73 at Autumn Ridge, 76 at Elmwood Park, and lower 70s from Blue Ridge down through Sunrise and also down toward the Golden Hills area. Now, we've already reached the peak of the hottest temperatures of the summer. We've ridden the crest, and now as we head into this week, we'll start to see our average afternoon temperatures begin to take that downturn as we head toward the later stages of summer and into autumn. But make no mistake about it, we're not done with the summer temperatures just yet. We will have the heat return middle part of the week, maybe a rumble of thunder or two this week. The threat tracker will stay in the green through Wednesday. We'll have details on both the heat and the thunder in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Friends and family of longtime Omaha World Herald sports reporter Steve Pivovar pay their respects tonight. Pivovar passed away last week at the age of 63. The South Omaha native worked for the World Herald for more than 45 years and was considered an authority on the College World Series. He battled cancer and was a recent pneumonia affliction. His funeral is tomorrow. A string of shootings early this morning left nearly a half dozen people injured, including a baby. OPD says 3 women were shot just after 3 a.m. near Brown and Fontenelle. The family says they were celebrating an anniversary, and several people were outside saying goodbye when a dark SUV drove by and opened fire. All 3 are expected to be okay. Then around 4:30, police responded to another shooting. 17-month-old Ray Mar McCowan was injured while being put in a car when someone shot the vehicle. He'll be okay, but many in the neighborhood are just upset.
People wave, people say hello. I mean, like I said, it's a very peaceful and quiet neighborhood, and it's just unfortunate that you have those individuals sometimes that are outside of the neighborhood that come in and cause those issues.
Police are still looking for who is responsible for each of the shootings. A Husker football coach was arrested for DUI this morning after a car crash. According to Lincoln Police, Keith Williams' blood alcohol was about twice the legal limit. He blew a .15 when he and another car crashed around 2 this morning at 9th and N Streets in Lincoln. Williams is the Husker wide receiver coach and in his second season with the Nebraska coaching staff after previously coaching at Tulane, Fresno State, and San Jose State. Police records indicate this will be his third DUI. A nationwide campaign to crack down on drinking and driving is set to start this month. It's coined the You Drink, You Drive, You Lose campaign. OPD got an extra $21,000 from Nebraska Department of Highway Safety to get more officers on the streets. Operations start next Friday and run through September 4th. The movement to cut down on violence and panhandling in White Clay is slowly becoming a reality, but many people want the town to stop selling alcohol altogether. Activists who want to close the town's 4 beer stores since the nearest Indian reservation is plagued by alcoholism. They're grateful that lawmakers and Governor Pete Ricketts are trying to address the problems, but they say some of the new proposals would force taxpayers to pay for a situation that's caused by the stores. White Clay sold the equivalent of 3.5 million cans of beer last year, despite having a dozen residents. The issue of transgender bathrooms goes in front of the Omaha Public School Board meeting tomorrow. 3 board members requested this discussion for a more detailed policy for transgender students. This comes after an order from the Obama administration for public schools to let students use the bathroom they identify with. If schools do not follow the order, federal funding could be cut. What if your next haircut could help those in need? Well, a barber shop called If You Look Good, You Feel Good is in the middle of a 24-hour fundraiser right now, helping 3 South Omaha charities. KMTV photojournalist Matt Swift has the story.
So what we're doing is cutting hair for 24 hours. We've been doing it since midnight, and we've been continuously cutting hair ever since then. We'll continue to do it until midnight, and we're doing this to raise funds for local nonprofit here in the South Omaha area. Approximately at this time, we have cut a total of 45 haircuts and still counting. We still have 5 hours to complete, so we're trying to push the limit today. Our total right now, rough estimate would be close to $600. Our goal is $1,000.
So this is what we do. We raise money. And the first time it was $600 the first year, and now it's been raising, and the goal is to double every year.
I think it's a great cause, donating to children, all that. That's great.
This is what we do. Barbering is my life. This is what I do on an everyday basis. I own Evolution Barbershop. So I mean, this is what takes up 80% of my life, which consists of cutting hair and making people feel good. If you get a haircut, you're gonna be smiling afterwards. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you look good, you feel good.
What a great event there. Well, an Olympic gold medalist hit the softball field at Miller West High School today. An event to raise money for cystic fibrosis research. Olympian Jenny Finch holds a softball clinic for girls. The kids got a chance to train with the best, along with snagging some autographs there as well. But this is more than just a fundraiser for Finch. She's doing it for her cousin Rachel, who's battling the disease.
I'm honored to come in and help raise support for cystic fibrosis. All of these lovely softballers came out to give all the proceeds will be going to the battle of cystic fibrosis and for my sweet cousin who is battling her own little fight against cystic fibrosis, and what a brave, courageous fight she battles every single day.
Finch's cousin Rachel turned 11 last month. She's currently undergoing clinical trials for cystic fibrosis. The money from this event will go towards finding a cure. Well, it's the big day for students at the University of Nebraska-Omaha. Today, more than 2,000 students making themselves at home in UNO housing. Brianna Price is one of the many students moving in. As a freshman business major, she says UNO has a great program that helped make the move to Minneapolis and that the living accommodations.
It's been really nice because this is one of the reasons that drew me to this college, is being able to have an apartment-style dorm. The other difference is that there's just so many more things to buy since I have to share a bathroom with somebody. Now I have a living room and a kitchen and a balcony, and there's just a lot more things to get.
On-campus housing is at capacity with a waiting list. New facilities are helping meet the demand. UNO new Scott Crossing, a mixed-use housing facility, is currently under construction and will open in the fall of 2017. Well, coming up, an officer-involved shooting leaves the National Guard on standby in Milwaukee. And in Louisiana, historic floods stands Thousands in shelters after wiping many homes off the map. We'll show you the damage next.
And in the weather, we've enjoyed some mild temperatures such as these the past couple of days, but don't give up on summer yet. I'll tell you when the heat builds in this week, and we all know heat breeds storms. We'll have more after the break.
Monday, starting on Action 3 News this morning, a new design and a new floor plan. Why the next generation of an Elkhorn elementary school changes a nearly 20-year tradition. Helping you get back to school, that's Monday, starting on Action 3 News this morning.
How do you define success? By hitting a new high on the yield monitor? By turning tough acres into productive acres? However you define success, your local DuPont Pioneer team is there with the insights you need to achieve it. So let's take it row by row, acre by acre, season after season. Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Think ED is the only sign of low testosterone? Loss of muscle mass, no energy, weight gain, lack of concentration. All signs of low testosterone. And there's help. Call Limitless Male Medical and feel young again. Insurance accepted.
Buckle up. Are you sure you're okay to drive? My hands are hard. And take a ride. I love you! Give it away, give it away now. With music's biggest stars. It's carpool karaoke. Hamilton. No one has more resilience or matches my tactical brilliance. Only on the Late Late Show with James Corden. It's bananas.
The Late Late Show, weeknights on KMTV-3.
Join KMTV-3 for this year's Go Red for Women Expo. Get informed about the risk of heart disease and stroke. Gather your friends for this fun night out for a cause. It's time to go red for women. Tuesday, August 30th at the Embassy Suites in La Vista. Sponsored by Methodist Health System, Union Pacific, and Star 104.5.
Can I answer any questions?
So this is the price? The actual price?
Yeah. With Lexus Plus, there's transparent pricing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it keeps things simple. Some people find it hard to believe.
Really?
Introducing Lexus Plus. Transparent pricing and a single dedicated consultant. The entire dealership experience elevated.
That was easy.
Omaha, thanks for watching KMTV-3.
The National Guard is on standby tonight after violence erupted in Milwaukee. Neighbors on Milwaukee's north side cleared debris Sunday after several cars and buildings were set on fire overnight, including a gas station that was burned to the ground. Police in riot gear faced off with dozens of protesters. The violence started a few hours after police officers shot and killed Sybil Smith during a traffic stop Saturday afternoon. Police say the 23-year-old with at least 13 prior arrests refused to stop, and had a loaded gun in his hand. The mayor pleaded for peace moving forward.
So if you love your son, you love your daughter, you love your grandchild, tell them to stay away from this area.
Police made 17 arrests overnight. 4 officers were hurt with a 16-year-old girl hit by a stray bullet. President Obama has declared 4 parishes in Louisiana major disaster areas after historic flooding. It's still unclear when those evacuated areas will be allowed to return home. Don Champion has the latest from Baton Rouge.
You're good? Volunteers went door to door Sunday rescuing people trapped in their homes after torrential rains left South Louisiana underwater. The Coast Guard plucked 3 people stranded on a roof in Baton Rouge, one of the hardest hit areas.
This is a serious event. It is ongoing. It is not over.
More than 5,000 people are calling shelters like this home. Many fear they won't have anything to go back to.
When I woke up, there was 5 feet of water in my house.
Raylan Harrison and her family were brought to this soundstage that's being used as a shelter. The thought of having to start over is already too daunting for her.
I really don't know.
As the water receded in some places, state officials reopened roads and highways that were shut down. Hundreds of drivers were stranded on one local interstate for more than 24 hours.
It's very crazy. We never experienced anything like this. Hopefully we won't have to do it again.
In the midst of all the devastation, there have been acts of kindness. Strangers helped this man pull his truck from floodwaters. The state handed out more than 700,000 sandbags. They'll come in handy as more rivers and creeks are expected to burst their banks in the coming days. Don Champion, CBS News, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
The death toll from the flooding has climbed to 4 tonight.
Now, your weather alert forecast.
And you really have to feel for the folks down in Louisiana. I thought I would start out tonight by showing you the rainfall totals for portions of Louisiana and also Mississippi. These areas in here from the pinks or to the whites indicate anywhere between 8 to 21 inches. The 21 inches coming at Livingston, Louisiana. Baton Rouge has had 13.5 inches since Thursday. So quite a mess down there in Louisiana, and many locations in Mississippi have had as much as 10 inches of rain. Well, here in the metro, kind of a mild hot mix in terms of temperatures this week. We're going to be seeing a hefty cold front toward the end of the week. That could bring some thunderstorms to the region. It's certainly going to make for a much cooler weekend. Wait till you see the numbers as we take a look at the 7-day in just a little bit. Presently, we're sitting at 74 degrees. Very comfortable evening. Couldn't ask for a better one around the metro. The dew point at 63. That's not much humidity at all. East winds at about 5 miles per hour, and the winds will remain light throughout the nighttime hours. Temperatures across our region have fallen into the mid to upper 60s across the river in western Iowa, Atlantic 66, Red Oak and Clarinda at 68. On the other side, right along the Missouri Valley, Plattsmouth, Nebraska City 74 degrees, Lincoln the warm spot at 75. Radar is showing dry conditions across the area. What you're seeing there in the green is ground clutter and clear skies for the most part across the metro as we take a look at our radar satellite. Now to the north of us, we've got some thunderstorms tracking across Highway 90 or just to the north of Interstate 90 from Rapid City moving towards Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Now our short-term models had originally indicated some of this may reach the northeastern sections of Nebraska. Don't think that's going to be as much of a problem, and if it does, a lot of this is going to dissipate as we head toward Monday morning. Our futurecast starts the day at 63 degrees. We'll have sunshine, a few high clouds again during the day. And by the noontime, we should be in the upper 70s as we once again warm into the 80s. And I think we'll tack on a few more degrees than what we're seeing here. I think we'll see comparable temperatures that we saw today, which was in the mid to upper 80s. For Monday night into Tuesday specifically, there's a couple of disturbances that could give us a chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms around the Omaha area. It'll be it's still a question mark as to whether Omaha itself will see any rain. I've got a slight chance in for tonight. First wave will come in during the nighttime hours of Monday, and so we could see some spotty showers, thunderstorms early on Tuesday. Then this trough will begin to push toward the metro, and additional development is possible during the evening hours. We'll keep a close eye on that. Of course, you're looking forward to going back to work, I'm sure of it. Well, your morning drive will be around 64 degrees with sunshine. Afternoon drive climbing to the mid and upper 80s. So bring your shades to start out with, your patience as the traffic builds up, but it's going to be a pleasant day, and looks like lots of sunshine for your evening commute as well. 62 degrees, the overnight low tonight with clear skies. We'll maintain calm winds. Tomorrow we're looking at sunshine, mid to upper 80s, and that 88-degree reading will be around the metro area. I think surrounding us will probably be in the mid 80s as we see south-southeast winds develop 5 to 10 miles an hour. The 7-day. Again, chances for thunderstorms morning and evening on Tuesday. We turn a little bit warm. The heat builds in on Wednesday and Thursday along with the humidity. Then a pretty hefty front will move through on Friday. That'll give us some widespread scattered thunderstorms across the area. And look at the temperatures to start out next weekend. 78 on Saturday. The morning reading on Sunday, 57 degrees, but will warm to about 80. Our weather kid tonight is Ryan, age 12. He's got the shirt sleeves on. He's ready for a nice day tomorrow, 62 to start the day. We'll be right back.
Want to save, save, save? Honda's got it. During Honda's summer clearance, you'll save thousands with 0.9% financing for up to 60 months on #1 selling Accords and CR-Vs, or get 1.9% for 72 months. And every new Honda is on sale. Ask about clearance deals on Civic, HR-V, Fit, Odyssey, and Pilot. Want to save with clearance financing? Honda's got it. During Honda's summer clearance at your Omaha area Honda dealers.
If your home is in the lane, on the bench, or on the range, there's only one place to go. Come to Cabela's all week for great deals and more. Save big on all your favorite trusted brands. Get 20% off all Walker's hearing protection and $400 off of Cabela's Signature 64 Safe. Plus, join us this weekend for free safety education, training, demos, and seminars, because responsible ownership starts at Cabela's. Stop in and save all week long at Cabela's, and remember to own responsibly.
I'm a Marine, and after 24 years, I decided to complete my bachelor's degree. Had a lot of nerves about would I be able to fit it in with my work schedule, and everything flowed perfectly. The great thing about Doane is they keep me on track. They have instructors that understand military lifestyle, great counselor there that helped me make decisions on what I wanted to pursue, and I just wish I would have started earlier. If you're a non-traditional student, this is definitely the place to go. Earn your shield at Doane.
Just announced, Ford Freedom Sales Event extends 0% financing for 72 months on all remaining 2016 Fords. Drive an F-150 Super Crew 4x4 for only $289 per month, or a nice Ford Fusion for just $169 a month. Compare and save at Ashley Ford or AshleyFord.com.
Now, your Omaha Sports Insider Report.
In case you missed it, or ICYMI, some news and notes from Saturday's scrimmage at Memorial Stadium. Trey Bryant, he was the breakout standout at running back on Saturday. Transfer quarterback Tanner Lee found out he's going to get 2 years, not just one, to play in Lincoln after he sits out the 2016 season. And the freshman linebacker Greg Simmons, who's carted off the field with that neck injury, he's expected to be okay. That's good news. A few of the starters now sat out on Saturday. Jordan Westerkamp, Sethan Carter, and Michael Rose-Ivy. Westy tweaked the groin. Sethan hit his head on the turf the other day and suffered a concussion, and MRI has a knee injury. But all in all, head coach Mike Riley said he seems to be satisfied with the things that got done.
Our goal going in was to get our ones and our twos 25 live plays, you know, about a quarter of football, and we did that. And then we let the newer, younger guys play for quite a while. We made sure all three quarterbacks got a shot, and that was good. I think they all did some good things. And so I think, you know, overall, well, we got accomplished kind of what we wanted to. I know we're going to see a lot of the football part of it to use for teaching. So that was good.
Riley was also impressed with the defensive line for the work they put in. It's one of the biggest question marks on the team this season. They're young and inexperienced, but Riley says he likes the way they're progressing.
I think for sure our defensive line is on the rise. You know, we need a lot of work to get game ready and to be a factor in the games. You know, I think that we've got to continue to develop so that we develop, you know, the ability to have pass rushers in that picture, you know. But I think overall they're looking, that group looks solid.
All right, the 5 Points Bank Creighton Prep baseball team was eliminated from the American Legion World Series today. They needed Washington to win and score 9 or more runs. Didn't happen. North Carolina shut out Washington 12-0. The Royals wrapped up their series in Minneapolis. Wait a minute, what is this? This is the Creighton Prep team yesterday. They lost to Lockport, Indiana, 8-3, so they're done. Now it's the beautiful Minneapolis. Blim shot. Big fourth inning. Salvatore Perez, solid rip to left. Lorenzo Cain literally walks home to make it 2-1 Royals. Alcides Escobar steps in and he steps up, drills a rocket over the center fielder's head. That will allow Perez and Alex Gore to score to make it 4-1. Then the big blow by Paulo Orlando. Golfs this one sky high. Eventually comes down on the second deck at Target Field. 6 runs in the fourth. They get 4 in the sixth. The Royals win the series finale 11-4 to take 2 of 3 from the Twins. And finally, we have some Olympic highlights to show you. I am throwing caution to the wind with NBC right now. It's the women's 100-meter dash from Rochester, De Janeiro, Michigan. I made that up. It's the Senior Olympics in Rochester. This fellow right here, Nick, 100-year-old sprinter.
Really? 100 years old?
101 to be
101.
exact.
Oh, wow. Wow, that shows
we should all be so. Luckily, he's got the hat to the back,
Got
too.
the hat, yeah. That shows that age will never stop anything, will it?
He was kind of going gangster there, Nick, wasn't
He was, holding the torch too. You know, he's living life to the fullest, that's for sure.
Good for him.
Yeah.
If you'd like more Omaha Sports Insider, you can get it whenever you want at omahasportsinsider.com. Powered by KMTV-3 and AM 590 ESPN Omaha.
Design Homes has some exciting news. We are introducing a new series of home plans that will make your dream of home ownership affordable. Built with the same high standards that you have come to expect from Design Homes, our Basic and Rustic series allows us to pass on additional cost savings directly to you. These homes start at less than $60,000 and include standard Pella windows, Kohler plumbing, and extreme insulation. They are without a doubt the best value in the Midwest. Check out designhomes.com today.
Here come the last of the 2016s.
I love this part. Stylish Prius, sporty Camry, fun Corolla, adventurous RAV4, they're all here. But not for long.
During Toyota's annual clearance event, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2016 Prius. Or choose $2,000 customer cash.
Come in and get the 2016 Toyota you want before they are gone.
Toyota, let's go places.
Join KMTV-3 at the JDRF One Walk. The money you raise will fund life-changing research for millions of people living with type 1 diabetes. Visit walk.jdrf.org and sign up today. The JDRF One Walk, August 20th at Lewis and Clark Landing.
Join the women of KMTV-3 and Star 104.5
for the 23rd annual Komen Race for the Cure, Sunday, October 9th.
It's a great run for a great cause. Help us as we fight to beat breast cancer.
The event will be held at the Baxter Arena, 67th and Center, just across from Exarban Village.
Register now for the 23rd annual Komen, Nebraska Race for the Cure. Join us Sunday, October 9th at Baxter Arena and Exarban Village. Go to KMTV.com for details.
Think ED is the only sign of low testosterone? Loss of muscle mass, no energy, weight gain, lack of concentration. All signs of low testosterone. And there's help. Call Limitless Male Medical and feel young again. Insurance accepted.
Your seat cushion can be used to grant wishes.
Who said that? Hello?
Really can, you know.
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles you earn and donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate to Make-A-Wish today.
You really should, you know. You really should.
And give wishes wings. Because wishes work wonders.
All right, thank you for joining us tonight at 10. Omaha Sports Insider Sunday is next.